And Tadej Pogačar's getting ready. Watch Pogačar on the right-hand side. He's going to use the Oude Kwaremont. The first time we come onto the cobbles, he's gone for it. Wout Van Aert coming after him as well. Tadej Pogačar opens up. Where is Mathieu van der Poel? Vermeersch has gone first. Pogačar's gone after him. Wout Van Aert has gone with him. Where is Mathieu van der Poel? Is that him on the inside down there, Hutch? For Mathieu van der Poel, there he is. Number one on his back is the defending champion. He is ripping his way through this field. I don't know what he was doing. He must have been asleep.
He was just caught out of position. It's so hard to be in position at the bottom of all of these climbs. The roads just get narrower and narrower, and he was just squeezed you clip hard at the back.
Mads Pedersen is not holding the wheel. Mathieu van der Poel rides past Mads Pedersen. I think you're seeing the formation of what could even be the final group right now, despite the fact that there's a breakaway up the road. Tadej Pogačar leads. He's catching Connor Swift. He might have expected to see this as they came past. Look at Wout Van Aert, who we thought might bounce back today. He's got one rider with him. It's Jorgensen, the American. Mathieu Jorgensen sits on the wheel of Wout Van Aert, who's looking good right now. They're on the Oude Kwaremont, and Tadej Pogačar looks back. There's Elmar Reinders about to be reined back in. Look at the Oude Kwaremont, look at the crowds. It's like cattle market alongside the Oude Kwaremont. What a place to be on a day like this, the biggest day in Belgian cycling. Some would say the biggest day in world cycling. Look at it up there. Mathieu van der Poel, three-time winner of this race, riding his way potentially to becoming the greatest Tour of Flanders winner of all time if he can take his record-breaking fourth win today. But there's an awful lot of riding yet to go in the next 54 kilometres. It is Tadej Pogačar, the Tour de France champion,
still on the front,
winding this up still, isn't he?
He's been on the front since he went, and Pedersen is hanging off the back. That was an exciting climb.
Absolutely, and look at the group.
Still on the front.
This is the group you came for, folks. This is the money group. Tadej Pogačar leading Mathieu Jorgensen, Wout Van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel and Mads Pedersen. All there.
No one's going to give him a turn.
Watch Mathieu van der Poel, because as it's happening it doesn't really matter. Van der Poel turning it up, Tadej Pogačar going with him. Are they causing separation? It looks like Jorgensen, and Wout Van Aert is on full pelt right now.
Wout Van Aert having to work very hard to hang on to this. I don't think he's going to go with them.
Looking at this, they're going to really make this first ascent of the Paaienberg count. Van der Poel goes over the top. That's the left-hand turn that the second time round will bring them to the road to the finish. It looks like at the moment that is Wout Van Aert just latching onto the back of that group. They were caught at the start of the Paaienberg. Here comes Tadej Pogačar, who's lifting up himself. He's coming close to catching the break already. This is doing damage to the group. Nielsen Paulus not enjoying this. Arben Leivens neither. Two favourites at the moment are dropping Mads Pedersen. This is being turned on by Tadej Pogačar. Mathieu van der Poel at the moment is wise to it. He's trying to hug the smoothest bit at the back, but at the moment they've shaken out Mads Pedersen. Wout Van Aert's working hard. He's got Mathieu Jorgensen with him there as well. Here we go. Wout Van Aert going over the top and going after Mads Pedersen. Mathieu van der Poel was about to take a gel from the feed zone, hasn't got time to take it. Has it in his mouth and holds it on the bars. That won't panic him.
Goes again.
World champion on the move. He's gone over the top of Stefan Kung, and look at the face of Stefan Kung, who's desperately trying to stay with him. It's too much for Mathieu van der Poel, who's going to go again himself. At some point, people are expecting these two to go clear by themselves. Tadej Pogačar Pogačar is going to go again. Here we go. This time it's Wout Van Aert going after him, though. The Wout Van Aert fans are going to be loving this because he is looking on it today, looking for revenge maybe for what's happened this week and the preceding weeks. And here we go. Tadej Pogačar picking it up. Let's see how much his cobbled riding's been improving. He's been out on the bike this week picking up KOMs whilst wrecking sectors of Paris-Roubaix. How much is his mind hutch on Paris-Roubaix in 1 week's time? Can you be so focused?
Again, we've got that lead trio away. We've got Pogačar, Van der Poel and Mads Pedersen tucked in just behind them. Three current or former world champions off on the front of this climb on the Tour of Flanders. And again, this is the kind of the trio we keep expecting to see. They've been away as a group before and been brought back. They've gone away again. Is this the time it's going to stay?
This is the Taaienberg. And we have all of the big favourites up there. There's no one out of this really today that we've been talking about as big favourites for the race. And look at our leading group right now. It looks like it, doesn't it? Pedersen's kind of hit the treacle a bit there on these cobbles of the Nieuwe Kruisberg. Decent crowd up there cheering them on. And Tadej Pogačar still looks so calm in those pink glasses. Mathieu van der Poel, it has to be said, still looks good too, but this has got shades of Milan-San Remo. This feels a little bit like the Poggio.
And Pogačar's been happy to do the lion's share of the work. He spent a lot more of the time on the front than Mathieu van der Poel. And Mads Pedersen I barely saw do a turn. So he's clearly very, very confident.
Wout Van Aert's gone from that group and he's got Jasper Stuyven going after him. I'm going to keep marking that card because I think Stuyven's got something to play in the final stages of this race. Wout Van Aert goes over the top. Can you imagine the sound of the crowd in front of their Belgian hero? What a fantastic day to be out enjoying the Tour of Flanders in Belgium in the sunshine, and we've got the two best bike riders in the world right now right at the front of the race. This is the chase group. What a comeback for Wout Van Aert. Now what happens from in here? I think this is a big bounce back today. Mathieu van der Poel who chased, now it's Tadej Pogačar, and they are looking like they're closing up on Wout Van Aert. Watch the legs, watch the cadence of Tadej Pogačar, watch the gap back to Mads Pedersen because it's cracking open already. I think there's a little gap to Pedersen. Watch him because I think Stuyven's also in trouble and we're going to see it. We're boiling up the two best riders in the race and Wout Van Aert is seeing them go past him. Tadej Pogačar now turning it on. What has Mathieu van der Poel got left? I think he's in his big gear there. He is really pressing on the pedals to try and stay with Tadej Pogačar. There's a bike length gap. Can he take more? What can Mathieu van der Poel do to stay with the world champion? It's cracking open, Hutch.
He's cracking. Pogačar is opening. I didn't think he was going to do this on the Oude Kwaremont on the last climb. I just thought it was going to be, too close to the finish for Pogačar to drop.
No, it's done. It is done. You're absolutely right, John. Mathieu van der Poel is turning squares and Tadej Pogačar's turning silky smooth circles. Mathieu van der Poel looks back. Tadej Pogačar's riding clear. Is this it in this year's Tour of Flanders? Tadej Pogačar going for his second win and Mathieu van der Poel vying today to become the greatest male rider in the history of this, the greatest of all one-day classics. Look at this. Look at the crowd who know it. On the Oude Kwaremont, we're not even onto the Paaienberg yet. It could yet come together again in the gap in between. How easy does Tadej Pogačar look? Look at the crowd there. What a day out they've had, and they're seeing the world champion in his rainbow bands riding past them now and looking like he might be riding clear to victory, because if there is any hesitation behind now between those that chase, the day is over on the final ascent, the third and final ascent of the Oude Kwaremont. Look at that crowd and look at Tadej Pogačar riding clear. They cannot hesitate now in this second group. This man, the Slovenian world champion Tadej Pogačar, are really swinging now. I think Jasper Stuyven is one of them. When they went over the top of the Oude Kwaremont there, he did not look good, and likewise behind in those chasing groups, the other Visma Lease bike riders not looking great either. You've got so much speed behind, and Tadej Pogačar knew that. When you're in a group with Mathieu van der Poel, Mads Pedersen, you've got guys there, despite the fact that Tadej Pogačar can sprint well, you've got guys there who are world-class sprinters, real fast men, and he had to get rid of them. At the moment, he has done exactly that. These are the final 10 kilometres of this, the 109th edition of de Ronde van Vlaanderen. And the Tour of Flanders, the classic of classics, the second monument of the year of 5. And we have a rider in the rainbow bands, the world champion skin suit. It's often said that once you have those colours on, you don't just want to wear them all year. You want to win big races in them. So you have that monument mantelpiece photo of you winning the Ronde van Vlaanderen in the world champions bands. Getting together those two things in the same year is easy to think of, but not quite so easy to do. And Tadej Pogačar has made a career out of making certain things that are incredibly difficult look actually quite easy. With the arms in the air, he takes the crowd. The applause of Oude, and well he might. Tadej Pogačar, what a sporting superstar.